Dreams in NY. Once upon a time, two green monsters from a famous choir decided it was time to strike out on their own and make a name for themselves. With the support of the choir behind them, they hatched a plan to travel to New York City, the land of dreams and opportunity. The two monsters, wearing their bright green and yellow robes, arrived in New York City and began to explore the bustling city. They soon found that the city was far from what they had expected. Everywhere they looked, they saw humans bustling about, talking on their phones, and living their lives. The two monsters were perplexed. How were they supposed to make it in this strange new land? That's when they had an idea. They would become street performers. The two monsters began to practice their singing and dancing, and soon they were performing in the streets of New York City. But they didn't know that they had stumbled onto something special. As they sang and danced, people began to stop and watch. Soon, their performances were attracting huge crowds. The Green Monsters had become a hit. The two Green Monsters had found their niche. They had created a unique style of music, blending the musical style of their choir with the hip-hop and rap of the city that surrounded them. They had created a sound that was all their own. The two Green Monsters had made a name for themselves in the city. They were now famous, and they were on their way to becoming international stars. But there was one twist. The two Green Monsters were actually aliens from a distant planet. The choir had sent them to Earth to spread the message of peace and joy through their music. The two Green Monsters had become a symbol of hope for many people in the city, and their message of peace and love had spread far and wide. The two Green Monsters had made it in New York City, and they had done it all by themselves.